How about I told you that if you've ever watched a James Bond or a Mission Impossible movie, you already understand the next big thing in the world of AI. Allow me to explain. You see, throughout my life, I've been a huge fan of spy thrillers, and naturally there's rarely a James Bond flick or a Mission Impossible movie that I have not watched. Whether it is the flamboyant Mr. Bond, the suave and astute Ethan Hunt, and close to home our very own fearless Jaskirat from Dhurandhar. Each of these characters have left an indelible mark on my taste for such movies. Let's call them the Agentverse as we go forward in this video. Now here's a question for you. What do you think brings the Agentverse together? You got it. It's a mission. But this is where it gets interesting. You see, when M gives Bond a mission to stop Goldfinger, she doesn't tell him how to do it. She gives him a target with a license to kill, and then she disappears. Bond has to figure out the rest. He has to fly to Miami, break into the hotel, shoot the guard, charm the receptionist. He has to independently decide and act. I want you to focus on the two sentences. She gives him a target, and he has to independently decide and act. We will come back to these shortly. Now I'm sure you know that while Bond does all that, he uses the best of the gadgets available to him. Think of Bond's missile-laden Aston Martin, or Tom Cruise's ability to hang off the Airbus 400M, and Jaskirat's incredible courage. These are tools that help the Agentverse achieve their missions. And that, my dear viewers, is exactly how AI agents and Agentic AI work. Which brings us to the topic of today's video. But before we go any further, my name is Abhi and I'm on a mission to help 1 million business leaders and non-technical folks understand AI through simple storytelling. We're just getting started, so hit subscribe to join the mission and let's see if we can hit 100 subscribers and 1,000 likes on this video. I need your help to do that, so go on, hit the button you like. So what really is an agent? It is nothing but a software object that possesses three specific superpowers that a standard chatbot does not have. You see, a chatbot is passive. A chatbot is like a librarian. You walk up to the librarian and ask them to give you a book, and they respond. So a chatbot really waits for you before it takes an action. But an agent, however, is as if you were hiring an employee and you give them three things. Number one, the goal. You see, a standard program is linear. Remember Hello World? Input A leads to output B. An agent, on the other hand, is a loop. It asks itself, did I succeed in achieving my goal? No? Let me try a different way. It does not really stop until the job is done. A perfect employee isn't fiction anymore, you see. Number two, the memory or the context. You see, most software are stateless. What I mean by that is that it forgets everything when you close the window. Remember all those times when you lost your work, when your laptop crashed as the battery died? That's what I mean by stateless. An agent, on the other hand, is stateful. It remembers what it did 5 minutes or even 5 days ago, always carrying that context forward. Let me help you with an analogy. If you are a man watching this video, remember how your wife brought a topic from years ago in the fight last week that you don't even have a faintest memory of? I see you nodding. Well, don't. She is not nagging you. She is just better than you. She is the new software. She is the agent, stateful. Whereas you, my friend, the man of the house, who forgets to bring the kids back home from school, leaves the toilet seat down while using it, and eats with your mouth open despite being told several times. You are just the lesser mortal. The old software, you are useless. I'm sorry, I meant you are stateless. You forget, she remembers. You're stateless, she's stateful. You are the old software, she is the agent. I hope you get the point. Hit the like button now if you think that analogy will live unrented in your head forever. Number 3, the hands or the interface. You see, a chatbot can only talk. An agent, however, can touch. It can send emails from your Outlook, commit code in GitHub, or flag anomalies in data, and all of that is powered by something called the MCP, or the Model Context Protocol. To understand MCP, imagine if you were traveling to another country and your iPhone's charger does not fit in the socket in your hotel room. This is where a universal adapter comes to your rescue. MCP does just that. It allows the AI to plug directly into a range of tools that you or your team needs for your varying use cases. Now that we have understood the roles of an agent, using the same analogy, think of how an organization hires different employees to perform different roles. On the same lines, the AI teams of the world usually build 4 distinct types of agents. First, we have the router. Think of a customer service associate. The router's goal is to triage traffic. It reads an incoming customer email, decides if it's sales, support, or even spam, and routes it instantly using pure reasoning. Best used in a customer service role. Second, we have the researcher. Think of a junior analyst at McKinsey. It takes a question, searches your internal PDFs or the web, and writes a comprehensive summary. Third, you've got the doer. Think of the star performer in your team that knows no boundaries in getting things done. This agent executes. Update the CRM, book a flight, reset the password. It connects directly to your systems and it just gets things done. If you're still watching this, go ahead and comment the name of the star performer in your team down below. And finally, my favorite and the fourth, the orchestrator. Now think of a manager. Given a goal to launch a product in the northeast of India, this agent breaks it into subtasks and assigns them to the researcher, the doer, and all other agents. It manages the AI team. Thanks to that analogy, we finally know what managers do after all. Drum rolls. Everything we talked about so far gives you a fair idea of what agents are. But what about the real-world impact and the future of agentic AI? Think of supply chain, where an agent could possibly detect a cyclone warning in Chennai and autonomously reroute shipments through Bangalore, turning a potential logistics disaster into a customer service win with zero human intervention. Can you imagine the value that agentic AI brings in this particular case? Let's take a look at another case from the industry of pharmaceuticals. Think of a group of agents serving a clinical trial for a new drug where the data agent identifies a spike in liver enzymes and reports it to the safety agent, which then searches for similar reports in the memory of the entire global trial and reports it to the regulatory agent, which drafts a mandatory safety report for FDA basis the data. Now imagine this is happening across the globe. The chief medical officer, who is the human in the loop for decision making, based out of India, wakes up in the morning and finds a high priority alert on their dashboard instead of a pile of data and takes the decision to either approve the FDA report, review the patient data, or even halt the trial. Now I've got to admit this. While it's easier said than done, does it not give you a sense of the possibilities and the value generation here? As we approach the end of this video, I want to leave you with only 2 critical thoughts that matter as far as agentic AI is concerned. First, agentic AI takes away the drudgery, the copy-pasting, the waiting, but it leaves you with something far more powerful, the decision-making. Second, autonomous does not mean unsupervised. The human in the loop, as we saw in the pharma use case, is the most crucial factor for success as you envision and implement agentic AI solutions. Finally, if you are ever confused by the term agents or agentic AI, think of the agentverse, Mr. Bond, Ethan Hunt, Jaskirat, and think of their ability, given a mission or a goal, to autonomously make decisions on the fly and execute tasks with the help of tools. I hope this video gives you a simple understanding of what an agent is and what agentic AI offers. Thank you for watching. and I will see you in the next one.